Hi, my name is David Lopez and I'm going to explain vacuum casting. I'm going to explain metal and plastic vacuum casting, but I'm going to start with plastic vacuum casting. Well, vacuum casting is a highly versatile technology capable of producing parts in a range of polyurethane, polyurethane resin, and cast nylon, and is used to create uh, small end parts of products and prototypes. So I'm going to start with the process. The process starts in the master create. The master create is a design from a three-dimensional model and it is 3D print. After this it goes to encasement. So the master 3D print molding is encased in liquid silicone rubber and a vacuum is used to remove all remaining air. After this it goes to mold coring. The mold is cured in an oven, then cut away from the master. In assembly, the mold is reassembled, creating the mold cavity, and holes are made for injecting the resin. After this is go into machine. So the mold is placed in the bottom compartment of the vacuum casting machine, and it's when you add the resin, consisting of two components, A plus B. Casting resins are mixed in top compartment. Part coring is after the casting phase, the mold is placed in a curing oven to cure. And the last part of the process is the part removal. Post curing, the finished part is removed from the mold, which can then be reused for the next production cycle. The application of this process is in small end parts and prototypes. Type of equipment that is required is a 3D design system, vacuum casting machine, and a part coring machine, also a 3D print machine. The parameters important to control are the ingredients, the foaming, the stirring, preheating, injection, and curing. The defects consist of wall thickness is not possible, very deep parts can be problematic, the higher per piece cost makes vacuum forming non-competitive with other automated processes. Only one material can be formed at a time, and also finishing costs can be costly and labor intensive. Well, I'm going to metal vacuum casting. Vacuum mold casting employs a sand mold that contains no moisture or binders. The internal cavity of the mold holds the shape of the casting due to force exerted by the pressure of a vacuum. So I'm going to start with the process. With this video you can follow my presentation because I could not put my voice in the presentation, so I had a big problem and that's why I make a video. So, well, in the first picture you will find on my presentation, you will find a special parent that is used for the vacuum mold casting process. It is either a match plate or a cup and drag parent with tiny holes to enable a vacuum suction. After this, in the letter B, a special flask is used for this manufacturing process. The flask has holes to utilize vacuum pressure. The flask is placed over the casting partner and filled with sand. After this, a pouring cup and a sprue are cut in the mold for the pouring of the metal casting. And then, in the letter D, another thin plastic sheet is placed over the top of the mold, so the vacuum pressure acting through the flask is turned on and the plastic film landers to the top of the mold. In the next part, the mold casting manufacturer, the vacuum on the special casting partner is turned off and the partner is removed. Then you will assemble it for the pouring of the casting, the two halves, and after this, during the pouring of the casting, the molten metal easily burns away the plastic. So here we finish with the process, and I have some problems with this process, that is the sand recovery and reconditioning. That is a problem in metal casting industry. Is very easy due to the lack of binders and other agents in the sand. When manufacturing parts by vacuum mold casting, the sand mold contains no water, so moisture-related metal casting defects are eliminated. Also, the size of rises and can be significantly reduced for this metal casting process, making it more efficient in the use of the material. This is a positive cause of the process. Also, that casting manufactured by vacuum molding is a relatively slow process. There is another issue, and the last issue is that the vacuum mold casting is not wet sweet to optimize. Thank you very much. This was my presentation of vacuum casting.